Today we went to the Minutemen National Historic Park, which is in between Lexington and Concord in Massachusetts. We learned how the American Revolution actually started. After the Boston Tea Party, many of the colonists began gathering arms and powder together. They were training to fight the British at a moment's notice. This is where the term the Minutemen came from. In September of 1774, Boston patriots stole 4 brass cannons away from the British Guards. The brass cannons were really valuable because they were lighter and more maneuverable. In March, General Gage received reports that the cannons were in Concord along with 10 iron cannons. Paul Revere and William Dawes met to ride to meet John Hancock and Samuel Adams in Lexington, alerting 40 others on the way. They headed toward Concord and they met Samuel Prescott. Revere, however, was captured and was returned back to Lexington, where he was later released. Samuel Prescott continued on to warn Concord and many men in Concord. The British ride into Lexington in the early morning of April 19, 1775. They are met by 80 militiamen. 8 colonists were killed, and the British continued to Concord. They searched every house for the weapons. 200 British soldiers came to the North Bridge, and 100 crossed and head to Barrett's Farm, where the cannons are supposed to be. They didn't find much as they were moved several days prior. The 100 men on the bridge were being watched by 400 colonists on the hill. The colonists saw smoke and fire from the town, and they think the town is on fire. 400 colonists march 2 by 2 to the bridge. They fire on the redcoats, which is known as the shot that was heard around the world. The battle starts here and then moves back to Boston. The British then suffer 180 casualties on that day. 4,000 colonists surround Boston in the coming days, and then the numbers rise to 20,000 colonists.
The birthplace of this good nation. This is where George Washington became general of this good nation and then became our future president.
Okay, he didn't become the general here.
No, but this is where he became because of this, and he came 20,000 people ended up in Boston, and they needed a general to lead them, and George Washington was that guy, which in turn made him a candidate to be one of the best presidents in the United States of America.
Also the first president of the United States.
Whatever. First and best. If you're not first, you're last. As Tom Toretto used to say.
No, that was from Talladega Nights, you idiot.
My Adderall's kicking in.
I can tell.
What's this?
After many years of fighting, and after France joined the war, the Continental Army forced the British to surrender in Yorktown, Virginia of October 1781. Over 8,000 Americans and 24,000 British men died in the Revolutionary War.
I work at National Geographic.
Jared, behind the scenes.
Do it. See that?
What?
I'm getting you behind the scenes. Did you get a picture of the geese with the bridge?
Yep.